Isang magandang araw po muli sa ating lahat. Ako po si Ma'am A na magtuturo sa inyo ng lesson about simple machines. Okay, so hindi ko na po tatagalugin yung different names or ita-translate yung simple machines. Kasi po, pag translate natin yung lever, magiging pingga. Yung pulley ay magiging kalo. Yung inclined plane ay magiging katam or pag sinabing inclined, pahilig na bagay, or yung wedge naman po ay magiging kalang, at yung screw, pwede po yung screw, tornilyo. At kapag wheel and axle naman po, pwede kasi yung wheel ay gulong. Pero dahil science po ito, as is po natin yung mga terms or yung terminologies. So ito pong lesson ito ay galing po sa LEAP or Learner's Packet ng Region IV-A CALABARZON na gawa po ng division po ng Quezon. So, ito po ay ginawan ko lang po ng Google Slides at ng Peer Deck para po during online session ay mas maiintindihan po ng mga bata yung mga pictures, tapos yung mga videos po para mas maliwanagan yung mga bata tungkol dito sa simple machines. So, ano nga ba yung simple machine? So, tatagalugin po natin para mas mabilis na maintindihan po ng mga bata. Okay, so ang una po natin gagawin is match me. So, ano ba yung match me? Para po itong pretest to know if yung mga bata po ay may understanding na ba about this lesson or wala pa. Okay, so dito po sa match me, ginagawa ko po ito sa Google Slide, and then yung nag-add-ons po ako ng Peer Deck. So, ang gagawin po ng bata, doon sa Peer Deck nila, pag na-send ko na po yung link, lalabas po yung students draw anywhere on this slide. So, they could draw their answer, they could write their answer on their cell phone once na nakapag-ina po sila doon sa Peer Deck. So, babasahin lang po nila yan, then they will type their answer, or pwede silang mag-drawing ng kanilang, yung letter, pwede nilang pa-drawing ang gagawin nila or pasulat doon sa kanilang mga cellphone. So, ang mangyayari po niyan, kapag yan po ay ginawa sa online, ito po ang mangyayari yan. Ito po ang actual. Ayan. So, ito po ay individual na answer ng mga bata. Pwede mo pong i-present nang walang pangalan. Ayan. Then, you could lock the screen para yung mga bata hindi na po magsagot. So, ito po ang nangyayari during online session ng mga bata. Okay? So, my students are answering it online using Pear Deck. So, naka-Google Meet po kami, but they are answering it in their Pear Deck app. Okay, so what is simple machine? Ano nga ba yung simple machine? Ito po yung mga simpleng makina na nakapaligid sa atin na hindi natin pinapansin. Minsan, ito pala ay malaki ang bagay na nagagawa sa atin. So, it is a device that helps make man's work easier. Yes, pinapadali po nito ang mga gawain sa ating mga tahanan. It helps us use our muscle to do work better. Are machines that have been used since ancient times. So, ginagamit na po ito noong unang-unang panahon pa. Have been developed to make work lighter and less difficult. So, mas pinapagaan nga ang mga trabaho natin sa tulong nitong mga simple machines na ito. Okay? So, there are 6 simple machines. We have lever, pulley, inclined plane, wedge, screw, wheel, and axle. So, let's discuss first about the lever. So, when we are talking about lever, it is a rigid bar, straight or curve, that is free to turn about a fixed point called the fulcrum. So, lagi lang po nating tatandaan kapag lever po, ito po yung mga bagay na pag sinabi po nating rigid ay what do you call this? Pag sinabi po nating rigid ay mga matitigas na bagay. Okay? So, ayan. So, ayan po. Ayan, rigid bar. It could be straight or curve. Ayan, pwede pong straight or curve. At pwede po itong, it is free to turn because of the fulcrum. So, ito po yung fulcrum. Ang example po ng lever natin is the scissors. So, ito po yung fulcrum. So, naka-fix po yan. Ayan. So, yan po yung fulcrum. Yan po yung fulcrum natin. Okay po? So, the lever has three parts. So, meron po itong three parts. It has resistance, force, or load. What is being moved or lifted? It has effort, force. The force that the lever exerts or the work done in the lever. So, pag sinabi po nating resistance, force, or load, ito po yung tinatawag natin na opposite. Okay? So, ito yung kumbaga sa Tagalog pagtutol. So, resistance, lagi lang pa, ito yung nagre-resist doon um, sa mga, doon sa lever natin. Pero may part po yan na ginagampanan. We have the effort force. Ito yung binibigay natin na effort or pagsisikap na ginagawa natin. So, effort na lang po para hindi tayo ma-misled. So, effort na lang. And then, fulcrum, that's the fixed pivot point or fixed. Nakapermi na po ito pag sinabi natin fixed or fulcrum. So, levers are divided into three classes depending on the position of the effort, resistance, and fulcrum. So, meron po itong tatlong classes. We have the first class lever. So, lagi po natin natandaan EFR. So, it means effort, fulcrum, and resistance. As you can see, the fulcrum is located anywhere between the effort. So, nasa gitna po ito ng effort and resistance. So, an example of first class lever is the scissor. So, the effort, ito yung ating binibigay na lakas para magupit. Yung dito po sa first class lever, yung tinatawag po nating resistance, ito po, or load. The output force. Ayan. So, ito po ang tinatawag na output force. The effort could be called also as the input force. And this one is the output force. And the fulcrum is in the middle. So, nasa gitna po. In mids or in between po ng effort at ng load. So, same with this one. This lies na nakikita po ninyo, the effort is here. Kasi dito tayo nag-exert ng effort. And then, the fulcrum is here. So, fixed po ito nasa gitna. And then, the load. So, another examples of first-class lever are seesaw, crowbar, scissors, claw, hammers, tack, puller, and tin snips. Now, let's move on to the second-class lever. So, ang acronym po ng second-class lever is ERF. So, yung nasa gitna naman po ay resistance, effort, resistance, and fulcrum. So, the resistance, ito po yun. So, unahin po natin ng effort. So, this one is the effort kasi dito tayo nagbibigay ng lakas. And then, resistance or the load. Ito kasi yung binubuhat natin or yung load, yung laman. And then, we have the fulcrum. Ito yung pivot point. Nakafix po yan. So, naandito po siya sa, ayan, nakafix po doon sa wheel. So, yan po example ng second class lever. The resistance is in the mids or in between po ng effort at ng fulcrum. So, another examples of second-class lever are wheelbarrow, nutcracker, bottle opener, and water pump. Next, we have the third-class lever. So, REF, resistance, effort, and fulcrum. So, the effort is located between the resistance and the fulcrum. So, madali lang naman po tandaan pag sinabi nating ibig sabihin yung effort ay nasa gitna po in the mids between resistance and fulcrum. So, say for example po itong stick, yung fulcrum po ay nandito. The effort is here. Sorry, and the load is here. So, fulcrum naman po, say for example, tayo ay nagwawalis. So, hindi naman po tayo nagwawalis, di ba? Imagine nyo kapag nagwawalis kayo gamit yung tambo. So, hindi naman po tayo nagwawalis na dito tayo nakahawak sa dulo. Wala po ang effort sa dulo. Ang effort po lagi ay nasa mids or nasa gitna. Okay? So, ang fulcrum po, fixed point po yan na nandyan. Then, this one is the effort and then the load. Ito yung winawalis natin. So, remember, third class lever is REF, resistance, effort, and fulcrum. Another examples of it are broom, shovel, fishing pole, tong, tweezers, baseball bat. To sum this one up, to summarize this, ito lang po, EFR, the input force, the first class input force, fulcrum, and resistance. the input force, this is our effort, this is our fulcrum, this is our output force, or what we call the resistance or load. Second class, we have ERF, effort. This is the input force, effort natin, the output force or the resistance, and then the fulcrum. For the third class, the input force, output force, and then the fulcrum. So, say for example, this one, input force, yung muscle, and then yung input force, the fulcrum, yan, the output force. Okay, so we are done with the first example of simple machines, which is lever. Now, let's proceed to pulley. So, ano nga ba yung pulley? So, from pull, ito pong pulley ay nagmula sa salitang pull. Ibig sabihin, hihilahin. Okay, so it is a wheel that turns around an axle. It is a groove wheel that turns around an axle which is held in place by mounting bracket. Pulley has 3 points of interest, such as fulcrum, point of effort at the end. So, lagi pong, ito po yung fulcrum ha. So, lagi po natin tatandaan, fulcrum is the fixed point. So, meron pong load and then the effort. Okay, so, kapag meron po tayong pulley, yung mabibigat na bagay, mas napapagaan po nito. Okay, so, there are three types of pulley. We have fixed pulley. It does not move. Okay, so ginagamit po ito saan? Sa mga flagpoles natin, sa school, clothesline, and curtain rods, yung mga sa kortina po natin. So, yon, fixed pulley po yon. Then we have movable pulley. Ano po yung movable pulley? From the word itself, move. So, nagagalaw po. Kung yung fix, hindi natatanggal, yung move naman ay nagagalaw. So, it helps gain in force. So, like this one, ayan, namumove po yung pulley. Ayan. But losses and distance. Next, we have the block and tackle pulley. Each fixed pulley changes the direction of the force and each movable pulley changes the amount of force. So, saan po ito ginagamit? And scaffolds for painters and for billboard poster men. Okay, so, doon po sa during online session po namin sa Drag Your Answer, ang ginagawa ko po sa mga bata, doon sa pear deck nila, so they need to drag their answer. Student drag the icon. So may icon po silang nakikita. And then they're going to choose their answer whether the picture is fixed pulley, movable pulley, block and tackle pulley by dragging this icon. So ida-drag lang po nila. So paano po nangyayari yan? So ganito po yan. Ayan. So I have 45 students na naka-in po during online. And then, nagdadrag po sila they are dragging their answers. Ayan. Okay, so ayan po ang actual na nangyayari during online session wherein they are dragging their answers. Then, after 1 minute, so, maglalabas na po ako ilalak ko na po yung screen and then, sasabihin ko na po yung tamang sagot sa kanila. So, yung mga bata po dito ay, they are quiet, happy in answering this one. At saka, as an online teacher, alam mo na yung mga bata mo ay nakikinig sa'yo because, kapag hindi gumalaw yung mga sagot nila, yung icon dyan, ibig sabihin, tulog na pala sila or hindi sila nakikinig. While kapag naka-peer ka, makikita mo talaga kung talagang sumasagot sila. So, from time to time, kapag nagdi-discuss, as an online teacher, advice lang ito sa mga nag-online teacher, dapat lagi po tayong may questions, follow-up questions right after our discussion. So, for example, nag-discuss tayo ng about lever or about pulley. So, dapat may tanong po kaagad na kasunod para yung mga bata, makikita mo kung talagang gising sila. Kasi dito sa pear deck, makikita mo doon sa bottom part, pag pinuntahan mo yung window ng pear deck, kung yung may mga bata ba na nagsasagot o hindi, nakalagay doon yung mga batang hindi nagsasagot. So, that is why very good po talagang gamitin yung pear deck during online session. Okay, so, iyan po. Next, ito din po, drag your answer, fixed pulley, movable pulley. So, they will drag the icons. Paano po nangyayari? Ganyan po ang actual scenario. Ayan. So, nakikita din po kung ilan na ang sumasagot dito. Ayan. Ayan. So, ito po yung kung ilan na pong bata yung nakasagot sa 41 out of 45 na naka-online. Okay po. And then, ayan. So, ito po yung another question, drag your answer. So, ito naman po yung icon na gagawin nila. So, paano po yung actual? Ayan. Ganyan po nila sinasagutan during online session. Okay. Ayan po. Parang may pa-games ka pa din sa kanila habang nagsasagot sila. Ayan. So, parang naglalaro lang sila during online. Okay. So, we are done with lever and pulley. Now, let's proceed to inclined plane. So, pag sinabi po nating inclined, ito po yung mga pahilig na bagay. So, talagang before pa, long time ago, ginagamit na po talaga tong inclined plane. So, it is a surface that raise. Ito po ang pinakang example ng inclined plane. Okay, it is a simple machine that gives us gain in force. Okay, so it is a plane tilted in an angle with one end higher than the other. So, yan lang po ang example ng inclined plane. Next, let's proceed to wedge. So, pag wedge po, ito po yung may talim. Lagi pong ganun. So, ginagamit po ito. Ayan. So, lagi pong may talim pagka may wedge na. Pag pinag-uusapan yung wedge, it has edge or meron pong kasamang talim. So, ginagamit po ito sa pagpuputol ng mga kahoy. Okay, so it is a form of inclined plane that tapes to a sharp edge. An inclined or two inclined planes that meet each other to form a sharp edge. Ayan po. Can be one sloping surface or two sloping surface. Ayan. So, basahin nyo na lang po kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng wedge. Okay, so, ito po yung mga examples ng wedge. Saan po ito ginagamit? For pursing. Okay? So, ginagamit po natin ito para po ang so, pag sinabi, di ba, pears, pagtusok sa mga bagay-bagay. So, yan po. Example po, yung mga pako or yung nails po. So, wedge po iyan. Cut. Ayan, for cutting. For cut. Ayan, may mga talim po kasi ang mga ito. For left, para po ito ay para sa pagbubuhat. Cut, yung scissors, di ba kanina, example to ng lever. Kasi meron siyang fulcrum. This one, the pivot or the fixed point. So, kaya naman ito naging example ng what we call this, ng wedge because it has sharp edge. So, matalas din po kasi ito. Ito ang naging, kaya siya naging example ng what do you call this, ng wedge because of sharp edge or yung talim. And then, this one, zipper. So, example po ng wedge. Okay? And next, screw or yung ating tornilyo. So, ayan. It is an inclined plane wrapped in a spiral around a cylinder post. Ayan. So, marami pang example ng screw. Okay? So, even the bottle, yung plastic bottle po natin na ginagamit. So, ang example po ito ng screw, yung kanyang yung nasa mouth portion lang. Okay? Kasi may paikot po doon. So, ibig sabihin, meron po siyang inclined, okay, or grooves plane na paikot, or, yun, ayan, plastic bottle. Ayan, nakikita nyo naman po, ayan. Okay, so, yun po, ito po ang example ng screw. Okay, yan. Okay. Next, wheel and axle. So, pang-anim na po tayo. Patapos na. So, wheel and axle is a simple machine that has a small disc or shaft called an axle that is attached to a wheel. So, ito po yung tinatawag na wheel. or yung gulong, at ito po yung axle. So there are fun facts about wheel and axle. So let me read. When either the wheel or the axle turns, the other part also turns. Kapag umiikot daw po ang wheel, umiikot din daw po yung axle. Kapag umiikot yung axle, umiikot din daw yung wheel. Okay? So one complete turn of the wheel produces one complete turn of axle. So isang buong ikot ng wheel, isang buong ikot din ng axle. Kung titignan natin yung axle, di ba, mas maliit compared sa wheel. Pero yung turning point nilang dalawa is the same lang. Kahit mas malaki to si wheel kay axle. Next, if the wheel turns but the axle does not, kapag ito daw si wheel ay nag-turn pero si axle ay hindi nag-turn, hindi na raw ito wheel and axle machine. Okay? Kasi silang dalawa ay they are interconnected with each other. So examples of wheel and axle are doorknobs, steering wheels, screwdriver, pencil, sharpeners, and meat grinders. So, ayan po. Wheel and axle. Again, what are the 6 simple machines? We have lever, pulley, inclined plane, wedge, screw, and wheel and axle. Okay? So, ito po yun. So, to sum up our 6 simple machines, together with the examples, these are the simple machines. So, inclined plane, ayan, saan po ginagamit? Yan, hanggang ngayon, ginagamit pa rin po ito sa mga trucks natin. Kapag nagbubuhat yung mga boxes, pag pinupush papunta dun sa mga trucks. Wedge, ayan po. Lever, wheel and axle, doorknob, screw, pulley. Okay po? So, there are precautionary measures in using simple machines. So, dapat alam din po natin ang mga pag-iingat or mga hakbang na dapat nating gawin sa paggamit ng simple machines. Mga pag-iingat na dapat nating ginagawa sa paggamit ng simple machines. So, safety with sharp objects. Use sharp tools under adult supervision. Ask for help when having difficulty in using. Ayan. So, yan po. May mga nakalagay no sharp objects. It is a must to ask adult supervision, di ba? Choose tools of the right size for your hands. Tools that are too large for your hands can slip while in use and will cause danger. Tama naman po. Kasi, yan, very self-explanatory na po ito. Itong ating safety tools with sharp objects. Okay? When using sharp tools, give your full attention to what you are doing. Dapat po talaga bigyan ng atensyon ang ginagawa, hindi po yung, for example, nagbubukas ka ng dilata, tapos kung saan-saan ka nakatingin, o pwedeng yung kamay mo ang magkaroon, masugatan, or pwedeng masugatan yung inyong mga kamay. Make sure that you have good lighting so you can clearly see the tools and your hands. So, very self-explanatory na din po ito. Keep clean and return sharp tools to their proper places or storage. Do not leave tools scattered around your house. Tama po ito na talagang dapat nating ingatan ang mga sharp objects sa ating bahay, lalo na kapag meron kayong maliliit na kapatid. Kasi minsan gustong-gusto nilang paglaruan yon. Baka magulat ka na lang is yung kamay nila na yung hinihiwa nila, or magulat ka for example, nakakalat yung nails, biglang isaksak doon sa saksakan. So, mahirap na po. Magkakaroon ng problem. Or maging cause pa ng kanilang pwede pong minor accident or major accident na ang pinakang mahirap po kapag naging dahilan ng kanilang pagkamatay, 'di ba? Kasi may nabalita po noon sa TV na saksakan yung bata na matay, okay? Next, safety and ramps. Ito po yung sa inclined plane. Okay, so look out for and avoid slippery spots. So, dapat mag-ingat po tayo. Especially doon sa mga may baby or may kapatid na nakalagay sa stroller. Yung pinaglalaroan nyo minsan, yung nilalagay nyo dito yung bata, then hahayaan yung gumulong. So, delikado po yon. So, look out for and avoid slippery spots. Kailangan, kaya nga po yan, may handrails or may hawakan po dyan sa gilid para po yung hindi po yung bata or may hawakan po, ibig sabihin, for your safety. Okay? So, hold on the handrails. Ayan ang mga handles. May hawakan po. Then, do not run down or race on ramps. Ito ang mga paboritong gawin ng mga bata nung old normal pa. Nagtatakbuhan sa pasilyo ng school or sa pasilyo ng school. Tapos, minsan dito pa sila nakaupo. Tapos, ang nagiging problem is kapag nadulas or kaya naghahabulan tapos kapag naitulak ng kaklase. So, minsan nababagok yung ulo. So, dapat po ay iniingatan po natin ang ating sarili. Be extra careful in bringing down patients on wheelchair, baby strollers, or grocery carts. Yan. Mag-ingat po sa mga ating pasyente na nasa wheelchair. Tapos yung mga baby na nasa stroller at yung grocery carts. Ito, paborito natin gawin sa SM. Yung ilalaglag lang natin yung grocery carts. Minsan gumugulong. Ang nagiging problem kapag may biglang dadaan na tao tapos nagulungan ng grocery carts, nahulugan ng grocery carts, yun po ang delikado kasi it might cause accident. So, um, we need to practice safety measures in using our ramps. Next, safety on pulley. So check the ropes if at the right gauge, thick enough, and are in good condition, not yet brittle or frayed. Ito yung kapag kayo mag-mountain climbing or magsi-zipline, dapat talaga, you need to ask for the opinion of the expert kasi mas alam nila kung paano ito ginagawa. Hindi pwedeng masyado kang natuwa sa zipline, bigla mong kinabit lang, tapos bigla kang nag-zipline. So, hindi dapat ganon. You need to ask the expert opinion if the gauge is in the right condition. Make sure that the knots are tied correctly. If not sure, have it checked by experts. Ito nga pa yung sinabi ko kanina. If you like doing activities like ziplining or wall climbing, check the reputation of the place, competence of attendants, and durability. Lalo na po ngayong natigil tayo ng almost 1 year. Lagpas na ng 1 taon. Tapos bigla mong natripan, nagbukas na kasi GCQ na. So, nagustuhan mo mag-zipline. So, dapat alam mo, you need to check the reputation of the place kung saan gusto mo mag-zipline. Kasi, for your safety na rin, para mas safe ka. Okay? O yan, competence of attendance and durability. Then, have safety nets and backup ropes in case the main supporting rope snaps. Okay? So, lagi dapat may safety nets or merong mga backup na dala-dala. Kasi baka nasa kalagitnaan ka ng zipline or nasa kalagitnaan ka ng wall climbing, di ka na makababa. So, you need to have your own backup ropes in case of emergency. Okay? So, we are done with the safety measures in using our simple machines. So, for the post-test, match me. So, ayan. Students will answer this one again using the pear deck, okay? And for the simple machine questions, I made it in Google form, so they will just click their answer. So click this link to answer the 10 questions about simple machines. If, for example, you are what do you call this? Gusto mong malaman or you wanted to know ano ba yung meron sa simple machines or you wanted to know the different questions regarding simple machines. So, you may click this or you may type this link. Then, lalabas na po yung questions about simple machines. Tapos, pwede mo po yung sagutan. Okay? So, that's all for this morning about simple machines. I hope that meron po kayong natutunan tungkol sa simple machines. So, if you have some queries about simple machines, you may type your answer in the comment section. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong lahat.